Hey guys, it is Jess and welcome back to another speed build. So today I'm actually doing another modern speed build. This is like probably the second one I've ever really done on this channel. But I did custom content in this particular build and I really like how it turned out. So it's called Mostly Modern because I think it's like mostly modern. So I also did like a poll on my Twitter and I asked you guys if you would prefer to have like if I do a custom content speed build, would you prefer a voiceover but no CC links, or CC links and no voiceover? And it was pretty much like 50-50 for the results. So I've decided that sometimes I will do a voiceover and then sometimes I'll provide the links. So I'll just do a bit of both, and then I think, you know, pleasing everybody that way. So for this particular speed build, as you can tell, I am doing the voiceover, so I don't have custom content links, but I can tell you that like 90% of the stuff comes from, I think it's Peacemaker, and I will link that below. So I will link like Peacemaker's Tumblr where most of the stuff comes from, so that's there. And I do have links in like other speed builds, and I usually use mostly the same custom content. So that out of the way, tomorrow is my birthday. Woo, happy birthday to me. I really love my birthday. I'm into my birthday, and yeah, so I'm very excited for tomorrow. But actually, before I talk about that, I just want to address one quick thing. I feel like I haven't been posting as much lately, and I mean, I haven't been probably uploading quite as much as what I used to do. And I just wanted to say, like, that's basically because I was kind of getting to the point where I was feeling like I was sort of, I don't know how to explain it, but I really feel like I was just didn't have a hobby outside of sitting at my computer playing The Sims. And while I love The Sims and there's nothing really wrong with that, I wasn't really doing anything else, and I just kind of feel, I don't know, like I needed something else. So I've actually started going back to the gym, and I've also started playing football. So I'm like mentally and physically feeling so much better because like I'm not always just sitting at a computer really like not interacting with people. I'm like now, you know, like out and talking to people and going to the gym. And I don't know if I'm sure I have mentioned this, but I do suffer from anxiety, and while like it's not very bad at the moment, it's still, exercise and stuff just makes it that much better. So just overall I'm feeling a lot better, but at the same time I just have a little bit less time to do some Sims related things, because instead of sitting and, you know, doing a speed build, I might be out like riding my bike or going to the gym or playing like football. So I mean, like, I'm sorry, not sorry. Do you remember when sorry not sorry was a thing? I don't think it's a thing anymore, but like I really like, I mean, I'm sorry that I'm not uploading as much, but for like my personal, like, I don't know, like it's just how it is, I think, because yeah, like I am feeling so much better like physically and mentally, and I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing because it makes me happy. So I feel like I've just found like a really good balance now between like playing The Sims and like sitting and being a homebody and getting out and doing stuff. So yeah, I hope that you all sort of understand that and yeah, like know where I'm coming from. So if I upload a little bit less, that's why. And then the other thing is, if I'm not like feeling it, like I don't want to force myself to like rush speed builds just so I can get heaps up, because then I just kind of feel like that defeats the purpose. Like YouTube for me is like a fun way to share my creations and like connect with all of you amazing people. So yeah, I think I'm rambling now. I think you get the point. So hopefully you guys don't mind. And now let's talk about my birthday, because I'm super duper duper excited. So we're doing a high tea, or like an afternoon tea. My grandma has been cooking all day. Like I didn't realize that she was going to cook so much. So she's doing all the cooking, and then we're going to do the afternoon tea at my mum's house, because her house, she's just got like a bigger house and a better area for like entertaining. And my grandma has been cooking all day. Like I came home and there was just like stuff everywhere, like all the flour and the sugar and all that is like all over the bench, like not literally on the bench, like a packet of flour and a packet of sugar, like it looks like a bakery nearly. And then she's got the dining table just filled with all sorts of sweets. Like I did not realize she was going to make so much food, and I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, I'm so flattered. Like, all this for me? But like, so far she has made brownie. She made this like apple slice. She made this jelly thing. She's made cupcakes. She's made cookies. She's going to make sandwiches. And like, that's, oh, cupcakes. She's making cupcakes. So like, that is a lot of stuff to cook. And then on top of all of that, I made caramel slice. So I don't want to brag, but I do. I make a mean caramel slice, man. Like, damn, I make good slice. So I made this caramel slice, and I made a second batch because I just know that I don't make caramel slice often, but whenever I do, everybody wants to eat it, especially my mum and my husband. Like, they are the worst for it. They'll just be like, oh, can I have some more? Can I have some more? Next minute, it's all gone. So I purposely made, I needed half a batch for the afternoon tea, and I purposely made 2 batches. Within a day, it was all gone, including the caramel slice I was supposed to use for the afternoon tea, because everybody wanted some. And I actually gave some to my brother-in-law and my father-in-law, and they like text me and they're like, we have a big problem, we ate all the slice and we need more. Like, everyone was like obsessed with it. So I ended up yesterday cooking 2 more batches of it, and then once again within a day, all of that was gone except for the little bit that I needed for afternoon tea, because I hid that away from people. So like, literally people over in 2 days have eaten like 3 batches of caramel slice. So I mean, as I said, it's good slice, but oh my God, my sister, she called me and she's like, I don't even like caramel slice, but whatever you made, it is delicious. I'm coming over now. Give me a few pieces of it. I'll do anything. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So I've just been like slaving away in the kitchen. I can't really cook. I'm a pretty bad cook, but I can bake, which is weird because technically baking is like the more precise one. Like, cooking tends to be a little bit more forgiving, whereas like baking, you have to like measure things properly. And for some reason, it doesn't matter how closely I follow a recipe when I cook, it just is terrible. But I can bake. I make really good chocolate chip cookies as well. So yeah, I'm uploading this the same day I'm doing the voiceover. So like, literally for you guys as well, tomorrow is my birthday. So make sure you wish me a happy birthday. I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. But yeah, as I said, I love my birthday. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was under the impression that I love my birthday, but my birthday always ends up being really crappy. And I was actually thinking about it, and I'm being really extra because I have literally had one bad birthday when I was 16, and I have held on to that and held a grudge about that one bad birthday ever since. So anytime something goes like remotely wrong on my birthday, I'm like, my birthday's always terrible. But in reality, there was one bad birthday. So my bad birthday was when I was 16, and my birthday was really bad, but my birthday party was really good. But the reason that my birthday was bad, and I'm like still salty about this, so I'm 24 tomorrow. Oh my God, that was 8 years ago. I can't believe I'm still cranky about something that happened 8 years ago. I'm not really one to hold a grudge, but there are like a few little things that I've never forgiven people for or never gotten over, and this is one of them. So my 16th birthday, that's like a big birthday, you know, like sweet 16, yada, yada, yada. And my grandma and my mum, actually pretty much everybody in my family except for my dad, they had like some other commitment. Like, my sister had sewing, my grandma had craft, and I can't remember what my mum had on, but she had something on. And instead of taking the night off for my 16th birthday, they were like, no, we're not taking the night off. And we went out for dinner, but because no one wanted to take the night off from their, like, whatever their commitment was, like, dinner was like legit, like, rushed, and it was like a 30-minute dinner, and then I didn't like see anyone, and it was just like the worst birthday ever. And yeah, it was really bad. And the only nice thing that happened on that birthday was my husband, who we weren't actually dating at this point, he was trying to woo me, and because we met at school. So we were at school, so we knew each other, but we weren't dating yet. And my husband knew it was my birthday, and he ended up bringing me... Do you guys have Ferrero Rochers? I call them Ferrero Rochers, but I think it's Ferrero Rocher. Ferrero Rocher? Maybe they're Australian. I don't know. They're like these really... I can't even explain it. It's like... They're just good. They're chocolates. They're expensive chocolates. So anyway... My husband Cameron, at the time we weren't dating, we just knew each other, and he was trying to like woo me, and he bought me this giant box of these chocolates, and he was like, happy birthday. And me being the chocoholic that I am, I was like, oh, thanks. Took them out of his hands, shoved them in my backpack, went home and ate the entire box all in one day. And a couple years later, like when we actually were dating, he was like, you know, I spent so much money on those chocolates and you just snatched them off me and you never gave me one. And I was like, well, I mean, chocolate, Jess. So that was my terrible 16th birthday. And even when I say it now, it doesn't even sound that bad. Oh, I remember now why it was so bad. Because no one took the night off for their commitment. But then like 6 months later for my sister's birthday, because my sister's is the 4th of November and mine's the 4th of March. So we both have our birthday the same day of the week. So I remember my 16th was a Thursday, and then my sister's birthday the same year was also a Thursday. So everybody had the same commitment that they had on my birthday, except they took the night off their commitments for my sister's birthday. So they didn't take the night off for my birthday, even though it was my 16th, and they took the night off to celebrate my sister's birthday, and that would have been her 11th birthday. That's it, and I've been salty about it ever since. And then, since then, like, all my birthdays have been amazing, except for last year's birthday, because it was a week before I was getting married. So my mum and dad were like, oh, you don't need a birthday, you're 23 now, and I'm like, no, I will never be too old for a birthday. It's a whole day about me. No, I'm just kidding. And then mum's like, you know, we don't really have much spare money. We've got the wedding next week. And I was like, but can we go bowling? And mum's like, no, I don't think so. And I'm like, well, can we go out for dinner? And mum's like, no, I don't think so. And then I think in the end, they felt sorry for me and we ended up going bowling. But it was like the worst birthday ever. So I've had 2 bad birthdays and I get really extra about it. And I'm like, oh, my birthday's never good. So I'm absolutely determined to make this birthday amazing. So I'm going to go out for breakfast with my husband in the morning. Then I'm going to do my afternoon tea. And then if I'm still hungry, we'll go out for dinner as well. And yeah, I feel like I've really just kind of rambled and gone around in circles a lot for this old voiceover. I hope you don't... Yeah, I've just like literally spoken about my birthday. Like complained and not complained at the same time. I'm a weird person. You know, I was thinking about this the other day, that there really is no difference between like YouTube me and like real life me. Like, I'm the same person here that I am like in real life. Actually, and I think I make a point of that. Like, I don't want to change who I am for YouTube. Like, YouTube is a reflection of who I am. So I am like literally this rambly in real life. My poor family. No, they just tell me to shut up when I get too much. They're like, oh, okay, you don't have to keep saying the same thing. And I'm like, no, but I do. So however like random and cray-cray I am on YouTube, that's just like literally what I am like in real life. The only difference, I'll say that, like the only difference between, actually there's 2 differences between like real life Jess and YouTube Jess. In real life, I swear a lot, and I don't ever really swear on YouTube, just because like, you know, I don't really think it's appropriate. And then the other thing is, no, actually, that's the only one. I was going to say, because I do share my opinion on YouTube. Yeah. So, like, literally, the only difference is that I swear quite a lot, and it's a naughty habit, and young children shouldn't swear. But, yeah. God, this is random. Okay, I'm going to go, because I'm getting worse and worse. Oh, my sister's here to bring me a birthday present. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all at the next one. Bye!